Hey everybody, what's going on? We're here with the timeless reading. Welcome. Okay, the first card that we have out is Two of Cups. It looks like this is and the Queen of Cups. It looks like this is a time of connecting. This looks like something that you wanted is coming together here. You see how this... Okay, Queen of Cups is you being in a spot where you're feeling like in tune, in touch, connected emotionally. You see how this energy is like reaching over for this. The Two of Cups is you connecting with something or someone. Having the roses there, it feels like there may be like a romantic twist to this, or there can just be like a feeling of love. There can be a feeling of connection. There's also red on here. There can be feelings of passion being connected with this as well. Maybe that's also something that you're longing for too. Because I almost feel like at first it was like reaching for it, but now it almost feels like it's just slightly out of reach. So maybe this is like something that you're going for, but it's not completely here yet. But this is something that you're like leaning in that direction of. Like wanting to connect. Wow, I'm seeing 10 of Pentacles. I'm also seeing the Star. There could be somebody that you've been, somebody or something, I want to be clear about this. With the Two of Cups, it can definitely be another person that you're connecting with, but it can be another being that you're connecting with. This can be like an ancestor that you're connecting with. It can be a spirit guide. Some of you, this is like a spiritual thing that's going on here. Well, I guess anything can be called spiritual. For some of you, there may be something where it's like you're feeling this. You're not necessarily like seeing something in front of you, but you're feeling it. Whatever this is, you would feel like it's connecting you more with yourself and more with whatever energy this is. So this can be like a relationship where it's like you and a partner with each other. It can be you and a friend. It can be you and a sibling. It can be you and an ancestor. It can be you and a guide. It can be you and an activity that you love. It can be you with yourself. So many different things that this can be. But Two of Cups is about this like merging, this conjoining, this sense of like integrating and being meshed together. And having Queen of Cups here, you're in this place where this is something that's feeling like natural to you. You could be like longing for this thing. You could be excited for this thing. This could be something that now at this point holds meaning for you. And because we have the Two of Cups here, it looks like you found whatever this is. So now there's this sense of like spending time within whatever that is that you have going on. Having 10 of Pentacles can be like, I believe that this is going to be around for a while. It feels like there's a whole, this is feeling like a system or something, like even like a solar system. Like maybe there are a lot of moving pieces to this. You could feel though that everything's sort of like intersecting. It can feel like there are levels to this. There can be a sense of understanding that you have for this as well. Then also seeing the Star. So first card out is Aquarius. Also seeing the Star here, you can feel like you're picking something that holds like a lot of value for you, and there can be a sense of like focusing on that thing and of like where you want that to go as well. It feels like things are steady. So now this is something that you can focus on. And to see the Star, you would look at this and be like, this feels really hopeful. This feels like it's going in the right direction. This feels very progressive. This feels inclusive in the way that I want. It can be those types of things. I do get the vibe of something really sticking out to you here with the Star. Like, in this card, everything is black and white except for this. So whatever this is that you're focusing on, I'm seeing it, it's like the most brilliant thing. So even though, yes, there's other stuff going on, there may be one particular thing that's really standing out to you that feels very, in a relative way, that feels very significant to you in this moment. And it can also feel like this is a merging of many things, of multiple things, because in this card, you have like all of the different colors here. So it feels almost like taking that in some way and it being like then focused into this, whatever this is, like whatever you're following, wherever you're going, whatever is sort of like rising. So I'm seeing the connection in that way. Like this is going somewhere. And you can feel that like different things are sort of coming together and involved in this as well. I do get, again, this sense of like there's purpose and there's direction. And we also have 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, so you can also be feeling like really happy. You can be feeling fulfilled with this particular thing, like that type of energy. I do also keep seeing, who would this be? Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. It would actually be Knight of Cups. So upcoming. Oh, wow. Wow, this energy. I'm seeing you're really compatible with whoever this is. So we have the Empress on the bottom of the deck. We have the King of Cups coming out. And how it is, I'll show you the way that the cards are set up. It's like this. You see how these energies, whoever this is that you're connecting with, I'm seeing there be like a real connection that you have with this person. I'm seeing it feel, and what's interesting too is that like how the cards are oriented, this is just like naturally how they fall into the spread. This one is below the Two of Cups, but you see how the cup is there? So it's like, it's oriented in that direction. It's like the closest thing to this is that cup there. And then also in this one, it has a cup too. And the closest thing to this is like that cup. Like that's the, you know? So it feels like even though you may have something going on and this other energy may have something going on, it's like you're oriented towards one another. This is reminding me about how there can be like analysis when you take a picture. When there are people that pose for a picture, you can analyze their body language and see sort of a story. You know, like a picture has 1,000 words or whatever the saying is worth, what is it? Worth 1,000 words, worth 1,000,000 words. So you can analyze things within it, like the story of what's actually going on. And it feels like these two energies, even though like the Queen of Cups is sort of on the first level of the spread and the King of Cups is on the second one. So they may be like having two different things going on, having two sometimes like separate storylines going on, that they're still connected by the vertices here. And to see the Empress too, it feels like this is something that, it feels very powerful. This can also be something that feels very fruitful as well. You can feel simultaneously like there are key elements of yourself that are merging together. The way that this card looks, it reminds me of like thunder and lightning, like lightning striking or like something being really lit up, where it's like one path or one way being lit up and that being so very obvious. To have King of Cups be connected with that, this can be somebody like looking at what's going on here and then feeling like there's electricity in one particular like lane or one particular avenue. And I'm seeing that also be It's so interesting. I'm seeing these energies be really connected with one another, the way that they're moving with this Queen and the King of Cups. And also, too, like, when you have Queen of Cups and when you have King of Cups, they're both the same suit. And so they're sort of in the same type of energy, complementary energy with one another. And then to have Two of Cups be connecting them, and then also the Eight of Wands be connecting them too. It can feel like things are progressing very quickly within the connection. I'm also seeing things feel very ideal, but this could have been like we know, right, that there's a connection here to have this Two of Cups. So it can be something where it's like both of these people, why this is reminding me of the picture analysis. For those of you that are ready for a long ride, I feel like this reading is going to be a little bit long-winded. It's about a relationship between two people, most likely for most of you guys. What I'm seeing is that you know that you have a connection with this person. It looks like this has been a known thing, that there's a connection between you guys. There's chemistry between you guys. So I'm seeing it be like we're both aware of that. This is not a secret. But to have now the Eight of Wands be connected in this way, where it feels like now something is being lit up, it could feel like before things couldn't progress and now something is happening, even though these energies have both been oriented. So this can be like we're both only looking at each other here. We're both, even when they have other things going on, like I'm seeing this be sort of like the thing that connects these two with one another, like their relationship with one another. And so even though this King of Cups is out doing his own thing and even looks like he's looking at other stuff that's going on, it's like his love is oriented towards this relationship that he has. And so is this Queen of Cups, even though it's like she's oriented towards it and she's looking at it too. So you can feel, when I say she, I'm just like, we're talking about the cards, but it can really be any gender. It's not gender specific in any way. Unless you want to make it gender specific. So the way that it is with these energies, you can feel like one of the energies may appear more focused and is also oriented in this direction, and the other energy may be more aloof at times, but they're also still like that's where their heart is. It's within this connection. Now to have this Eight of Wands feel like something is happening now within the connection, because this is like specifically about the connection with these two beings here. It feels like something can now progress that wasn't progressing before. So like this person that maybe had been being aloof before in some way, or maybe they had other things going on even though they were still connected, right? So you know that they are, like, that's where their intention is, that's where their heart is, even if they have other stuff that they need to be tending to, like maybe other matters that they have to focus on that feel important to them and like their life. Because I'm seeing these two like independent energies, even though it feels very much like birds of a feather here. At the same time, these feel like very adult grown energies to me, where you may have your own life and this other person or this other energy may have like their own life going on. But there's this like very palpable connection between the two of you that's very, very significant. And I'm seeing it be very, very bound even if it's like we're not always focused on it, it's always still there. Like that's something that doesn't go away. Now it feels like this energy that may be the more aloof one, or the more doesn't always seem like completely focused on things. It feels like something is now happening with that energy. So the one that I don't think these energies are like distant from one another as far as where their hearts really are, but the one that may have appeared more distant, it feels like now they're like something is like cracking and they're being like brought straight. I wish I could change the angle, but it's just a whole thing. The way that the cards are coming out now, it's like, so you have these two here and you have these two here. The way that the energy is working now, it's like there's this connection, right? And now this person, they see the path being so obvious and it leads right to this person. And this also speaks about like things moving quickly and having that be connected with the Two of Cups. It's like they're connecting. I'm also noticing too now in looking at them that they're a really compatible energy. Like you see, this one has a white background and is black, and that one is white and then has a black background. You know, it's almost like, it reminds me of like printing, like when you put the different like layers in different colors to print on fabric and stuff. It feels like that, like they go together, something like that. So now I'm seeing this energy be brought right to this other one, and it feels like things are really going to progress now within this relationship. The Queen of Cups energy, it feels like they already were like, this is something that's valuable to me. This is something that holds meaning to me. This is something that I want to be lasting for me. This is something that even feels like part of my destiny. You know, like this is a dream. This is a wish. This is a hope. This is what I'm putting my faith in. Like it feels very like making a big gesture like that. Even if one keeps that within, it's like those are the feelings here. Because Queen of Cups may be like a little bit shy sometimes about it. It depends also on the person's placements. If they have like a bunch of fire, they're not going to be shy about it. They'll be loud about it for the most part. But yeah, it feels like Queen of Cups already knows what's up within this. Now may feel like King of Cups is sort of showing reciprocity in the way that Queen of Cups had wanted. So it can be like, now I'm getting attention. Like it feels almost like something like that is happening here. There could have been something that needed to be worked out with Five of Wands. Like there could have been some type of conflict. This can be like conflict, conflicting schedules, agendas, that type of thing. Wow. And to have strength here. But I'm also seeing too, in this deck it's called Son of Pentacles. Somebody may also have other things that they are responsible for that they're tending to. Yeah, look at how strength, and I don't normally use this deck, I just felt called to for this reading. Look at how strength shows up, like really romantic, with the rose in its mouth. And with the King of Cups being like, now this is the way that I'm meant to be going, and now nothing's gonna hold me back. It's like very obvious that that's like the only way they're trying to go. And then it's like, it feels like they're showing up and being like very romantic, or like making some type of gesture here of being like, you see this symbol, like we're gonna be together forever, you know, like the sun shining from them. It feels like they're showing up in perfect form. Like this is exactly how I wanted to show up with this person. And to have 10 of Pentacles, it looks like there may be a talk about like long-term things here. Like I'm serious about this. This is something I care about too. This is something I value too. So it feels like now you could feel like your relationship has become something of value, where I'm seeing one energy may feel like they knew this already. And now this one is like, I'm saying that it's the same thing for me. It's like that type of thing. Having the star here feels like a really like miraculous moment, where it's like, this is what I was hoping for. Like now it feels like things are really not even colliding in a way of falling apart. It just feels like things are really moving the way that they're supposed to be moving. So you could feel like that within this process with this person. I'm seeing Aquarius energy, and I'm also seeing Leo too. You could really feel like this is your person. I'm seeing there be a lot of love, like how King and Queen of Cups are connected with one another. I'm seeing strength and also the star be sort of these like archetypes that are surrounding the relationship. So it can be like, it's not the easiest thing, but there's a willingness, and so it's going to work. And then the star can also be this like outer strength, feels like the choice that's being made. So there's like the willingness. So that's kind of like what we do have control over. And then the star, you know how like the star is like up in the sky? It can feel like a cosmic thing of like, and then there's also this sort of like spiritual or cosmic or universal part of this that also feels like it's leading this and that it's meant to be as well. So there can also be that part of it too that you're feeling. For some of you, this is something that's going to happen in the evening. I'm seeing like 7:44 at night, something like that, may come around. This would definitely be expected. Like, this wouldn't be something that was unexpected. It's definitely something that's been hoped for. But the way that I'm seeing this again is it can feel like even though you'll know what it is between the two of you, at the same time, it may have felt like you're on one page and then this person's on the other page, like that type of thing. Could have felt like until this time when things are like being brought together. And also 6 of Pentacles. So maybe you feel like there's a type of reciprocity that you had also been hoping for too. This can also be the first time where you're getting a glimpse at something and you're like, wow, this can actually work. Like there's legitimate like evidence for me to have faith or like hope in this. It feels like it's not just, this isn't just something I want, this isn't just a fantasy. Now I'm seeing that this is like grounded in something because we have pentacles. So there can be like a showing up that's happening, or like a materialization that's happening where you're like, this is no longer just like a dream of mine, this is something that legitimately is manifesting now, like that type of thing. I'm getting this is going to be like a really, really happy time, like a really, really lovely time. It feels like there's a readiness too. Like, even though this secondary energy that is the King of Cups looks like maybe the Queen of Cups was sort of like waiting on this person, what I'm seeing with the King of Cups is that like when they come through, they feel like they're in their like best form. Definitely. So it's going to be like, wow, it was worth the wait, like that type of thing. Because I'm seeing there be, it just feels like everything is perfect the way that it's coming out. So this is going to be one of those moments where it's like, am I dreaming right now? Is this really happening? Like that type of thing, your connection with this person. It's definitely, I will say this, like, you guys definitely have like acknowledged in certain ways with each other that this is a thing. So you wouldn't just be like, this isn't like you're meeting some stranger and falling in love with them. This is like you have some type of relationship with this person. Like I'm seeing you guys have both opened up to each other emotionally, definitely. Like because you're both in the Cups suit, it feels like there's been a recognition of the connection and it's definitely felt. And also there may be like the Pentacles piece that's being added to it where it's like practically I'm also seeing that this has a basis in something as well, where it's not just like we're feeling it and never addressing it. This is like actual showing up now that's happening within the relationship. I will like repeat this too. The way that I'm seeing it is like 2 of Cups means there's already an established relationship. So like you may spend time with this person or like whatever it is when you guys connect with each other, or yeah, whatever it is when you guys connect with each other. Seeing the 8 of Wands feels like there's going to be really fast like progress and movement that happens. So you could have like the relationship is already formed, like it's already there. So this is somebody that like you already have a knowing of this person, like there's already a relationship there. But it could have felt like now when this thing takes place, I'm seeing it's going to be like something just moves very, very quickly within the relationship. So something is going to happen that feels like it advances the relationship in a way that it hadn't been doing before. Like you could have felt like you were like the relationship was almost stalled in some type of way. And then when this 8 of Wands comes through, it's like buckle up for this. Things are going to move really quickly, and it's going the way that you want it to go too, with the Ten of Pentacles. This person is also going to, I'm seeing the King of Cups be connected with the Star. What I'm seeing is that this person, it feels like when they show up, they're going to communicate like this is what I'm hoping for, this is what I'm wanting, like this is what I'm putting sort of my belief and my faith into. Like this is where I see like our future going, like that type of thing. Where this person is sort of like set on things there with you as well. I'm seeing the Magician come up. So this is about, like, if both of you guys are willing, communication I'm seeing be a big part of this. The Magician is also about like intention. And so there being like this raw connection that you have with this person, and then also having the Magician be connected with it. It's like whatever the intention is that you guys have, especially if it's a mutual one, you're going to be able to like create that vision together. So that's what's going on here. It feels really beautiful. It feels like this is a moment where you were like, I didn't know if anything would ever really become of the relationship in this way. And this is a moment that feels like it puts your relationship with this person on center stage. And it seems like there's also a discussion of like what are we trying to make happen here with our relationship? Like, what do we want it to be? So if you've been waiting to finally like address that with this person, I'm seeing it be like very open what this is. So if you guys like weren't able to connect, or it's like they've been busy and you've been busy, you haven't been chatting, this feels like this person is really ready to be like, hey, this is like what I'm thinking and what's going on. And it feels like it's very collaborative between your energy and their energy. Some of you too, like the way that Strength is showing up, I feel like you're going to be like kind of blown away by the way that this person shows up, where you're like, that feels like it's exactly my type, like the vibe that they come through in when you guys are with each other. And it feels like they're also talking about things too, where they're like, what do you think about this? I think about that. And it feels like it's very centered and focused on your relationship. So now it's like we're bringing the relationship center stage, and there's going to be like a whole thing that happens with that. So that's where I'm seeing things be. Having the Magician here too is a reminder that everybody's intentions are going to pour into that, and that's what you're going to see reflected too. And it also emphasizes the importance of communication as well with this person, because as much as you can have like a legitimate connection with this person that's there, it's palpable, it's been acknowledged with you guys, having the Magician, it's like there needs to be a sense of intentionality and also like a discussion about that and what is happening here, and that being really necessary, and a reminder too that what will become of this is like what you intend to become of this. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.